Or actually, so I got on hiking a year and a half ago and then went to Mount Kilimanjaro. 8 months later, after starting hiking, I went over to Mount Kilimanjaro and did that hike.
Where's Mount Kilimanjaro? Seattle?
Tanzania.
Where's that?
Tanzania, Africa.
Oh.
Motherland, brother. Dave Chappelle country.
That's what they're known for.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they got pictures of them over there on shirts and everything.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of Chappelle fans over there in Africa, dude.
You think it's because he like built up a fan base while he was there?
Well, he said he was coming and everything,
Sorry.
yeah. People were... And they get the news late there. Way late. What's up, man? Jesus, that guy probably thinks we're some kind of gay couple,
like,
yeah.
I should have brought the potato gun.
I know, dude. Yeah, it's actually full circle now that you and I have come out of the woods together. Whew. Yeah, so I just went to Tanzania, and they call it Tanzania.
Tanzania?
And we call it Tanzania.
Who does?
The people in Africa.
We call it Tanzania?
Yeah. And that blew my mind, man, because I got an argument right out of the gate.
With one of them?
Yeah. This guy at the airport, man. And they got, say this, beautiful women there, though. Lean, cut, tall.
Wait, where's Tanzania? Is it an island?
No, it's like a little bit north of South Africa.
Yeah.
But yeah, lean women down there. The dental work is where you really have to probably put in some money if you're going to get a woman. You know?
How'd you get there?
Flew there.
Flew to Tanzania? On your own?
I flew to Tanzania on my own.
Was this with like a shoot or anything?
No, to meet up with two buddies who had also agreed to go hiking on Mount Kilimanjaro.
Wow.
Yeah.
From what? High school?
Fantasy football league.
Wow.
Two guys from a fantasy football league.
You just start talking about it and you're like, fuck it. Was that the guy who took you to Eagle Rock?
No, a different girl had taken me to Eagle Rock, and she invited me to go.
To Kilimanjaro?
Yeah. This exec over at TBS, actually. But I just was worried if there would be any romance or not, and I don't think you want to get stuck on an 8-day hike, you know, dealing with romance and people sharing a tent and people's, you know.
At certain times.
Yeah, this wasn't, like for me, that was my time of the month, really, you know. I feel like as a man, you know, you don't want to be out there dealing with that.
So
yeah.
Wait, so they take you up to Mount Kilimanjaro.
Yeah, we got to Mount Kilimanjaro, and it's, I think it's 21,000 feet.
Yeah.
And so you start at the bottom, and you get...
How high up are you at the bottom?
At the bottom, I guess you're probably at about...
You ain't at 0 feet.
No, I think you're probably at about maybe 5,000 feet, maybe 4,800.
4,800 feet, okay.
So when you can start at different distances, you can get bussed in or whatever to different spots where, based along how long you want your trip to be. So we set up on a trip in advance.
True. Through
this group online. I don't remember what they were called, but there's a couple of them. And it's not crazy expensive. I mean, you can make the whole trip happen with your flight and everything for about $3,500.
$3,500.
And I bet you could even do it for less. I bet you could do it for $2,500.
How many days were you there for?
I was there total for, I guess, about 8 or 9 nights. 9 nights.
That's a pretty good price for a vacation for that much.
Yeah.
See another part of the world.
And you get the experience. I mean, you have these porters that come with you, so all of a sudden you have a lot of people that help carry a lot of the stuff.
Oh, really?
One of them is a chef, an alleged chef. It's basically a guy who's, who can work a butane torch on a mountain.
Yeah.
I mean, and they're all smoking weed and selling you weed and drugs. You could easily, 2 days into it, disappear off into the woods on some freaking mountain dope.
Really?
And never,
mountain dope.
You want to bring everything you need with you on the trip. You don't want to bring 15 extra US dollars because you will buy,
oh, right.
Like the first big rocky, it's almost like you won't have seen anybody in 2 days. You'll pass a rock and there's a drug dealer behind it. And you're like, how does this guy, hello ladies,
how are you?
How's this guy even out here,
Yeah.
So, and then you get to like a camp. Each day you set up a camp, and the scenery is just beautiful. I mean, there's a day where literally it feels like you're on Mars. Like it just looks like something you've never seen. Like these winds are going by, and it's these rock formations. There's like these size of these rocks that are just sitting completely by themselves, individual rocks. It makes no sense. And then the next day you'll be in like this tropical elevation because you're going through different levels.
Really?
And there's some days where you're just like, damn, your mind almost can't take it all in.
Do you get to the point where you can't see anything else other than, not people?
No, because there's other people on the trail, but you'll definitely have some hours where you don't see anyone else. There's other groups that are out there hiking.
Yeah.
And then you do a base camp each day.
The whole group just sets up.
Yeah, in our group, we just had 3 guys. We had 10 or 11 porters with us.
Wow, really?
So because they got to bring
that's worth $3,500 then.
All the
tents.
They
carry all the shit? What do you carry? Your stick?
You carry your bag.
Oh, okay.
You can, actually, they'll even carry your bag for you. And it wasn't like an exclusive group. Like we went with, it wasn't super exclusive.
Yeah.
You know, we went with one of the cheaper end versions. But yeah, man, it's wild. I mean, you're there. And the whole time you have this beautiful mountain like in the distance. So you get over there and it's just, you're out on the trail. And then like the problem is they have a food tent, a little kitchen tent they put up.
Yeah.
And the man makes the food, the chef.
Like, what do you eat, burgers and shit?
No, you eat
nothing perishable like that.
Yes, that's the sort of the problem, nothing perishable. So I'm in there complaining, give me some perishables, because I was raised on perishables.
Yeah.
And this dude, he's just making like cucumber soup. That's the big thing. It's cucumber soup. And they wait till everybody gets to the table before they take the top off the pot.
I have no idea.
But it's cucumber soup every time. It's almost like a shell game. Like you think it's going to be...
He's not showing us. It must be something different this time.
And then like literally something will hatch an egg along the way and they will like they're killing animals in the distance.
Oh, really?
Trying to find dinner, yeah.
Yeah, we can do this.
All right, let's do it. So... Yeah, so like, one day you come and there'd be like 2 eggs.
Yeah.
And you'd hear like a bird like crying in the distance, like a mother.
No way, really?
I mean, you're like, ah. So you eat them, but you definitely taste more than the egg. You taste kind of the family history.
That's as organic as it comes, huh?
Yeah. I mean, at a certain point, farm to table needs to freaking put a little distance between you and the farm.
Yeah. Oh, that was
and then in the morning you get up and you roll out and you just cruise. You do about 5 or 6 hours of hiking.
5 or 6 hours. Up.
Sometimes it's different. Sometimes you got to elevate for one day and then the next day you'll come back like halfway down.
To go around something?
Yeah, to go around something and also to acclimate yourself because you can't shock your body by going all the way to the top.
Whoa.
Because...
The elevation will be too great?
The elevation will be too great, yeah, like too much oxygen in the blood. And you can get G'd out. Oh, that's People sometimes kill their wives up there.
No way, really?
Yeah.
Because
it's like a cruise.
Crazy?
For some reason, it's the same kind of thing as a cruise, but just because the elevation.
Yeah.
People kill their wives up there.
Whoa.
And
they're a little nuts, and they're like, she crossed me, you're not thinking straight?
Yeah. I mean, you're up there, and maybe like feelings you trying to hide or boil out to the top.
Let's just not talk about this now.
Yeah. Yeah, out of the blue.
Well, then when? When are we going to talk about it?
Your wife's just trying to take a picture of you. and you trip.
Did you get those feelings?
No, I was with 2 of my buddies. I actually got some feelings of elation because the last night, so on night number 7, you get to the base camp. And at that point, the next morning, you have about a 5,000-foot hike that's just really, really, it's pretty sheer. You don't need hiking equipment, but you need somebody there with you.
What do you mean? Like
to hold on to at moments, or somebody to be behind you. Like you need that support, and you need that support because the altitude's getting thin. You're getting headaches, and it's pitch black.
Yeah.
Take this.
Yeah.
Like you go up at a point. So they wake you up at 1 a.m. and you take the mountain.
1 a.m.
Yeah.
What do you mean take the mountain?
Like you get out there on it and you
every day
because you can't summit in the sunlight because
why?
Because the clouds will come in.
Yeah.
And you won't be able to see very well.
In the sunlight?
Yeah.
So the clouds don't come in at night?
Yeah, the clouds don't come in at night. Right around there, around daybreak, there's usually not any clouds. Oh. So, and it's just safer conditions because you're up so high, you're literally, at some point, you're passing through clouds. Like you're hiking right through a cloud.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Then you hit the top, bro. And I mean, you'll see people turning around in that morning. Like you'll be at 4 a.m. and some dude is just wandering, like the oxygen got to him.
And he's quitting.
Oh, he's quitting. Doesn't even speak the language you speak. You're trying to like tell him, inspire him, yeah. And he's like, duh, 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 duh. And you're just trying to inspire him and turn him around. And it's very guttural at moments like that where because the guy probably doesn't want to quit. He just needs somebody with him. And sometimes people are by themselves. They try it by themselves. So at least I had my 2 buddies and we had 2 guides with us. At that point, you just have 2 guides. And you're just going. I mean, it's just dark. It's snow. It's icy.
Yeah.
It's magma. I mean, you're
icy?
Yeah, and you're on the edge of a volcano, so it's magma, and it's gnarly. I mean, the temperatures are, below zero. I mean, you're getting it.
Damn.
Then the sun
When was
breaks.
this? What time of year is this?
This was January. I don't know what it is for them.
Oh, that's right. Southern Hemisphere.
Then the sun breaks, and it's about 5:40 in the morning,
Yeah.
and you can't feel your legs or toes. I mean, you are just beat, and you hit the top, and there's the sign, and there's people with like flags from like all over the world.
The top?
Yeah, then you're at the top.
You mean the 11,000 or 16,000?
21. Yeah, 21. You're at 21 now. Yeah, you hit the first top. There's actually two tops. There's another like isthmus you can go out on, which even has a little bit of a higher peak.
Yeah.
But you're above the clouds. Everything's clear, and it literally looks like you're in heaven, man. Like it literally looked. It's the only time I ever felt like I was tripping or on some like adventure that was outside of me when I wasn't under the influence. The only it was just surreal. I mean, and the oxygen's light, so you feel euphoric as well.
Yeah.
There's people in different languages hugging each other. It's almost like as if
Really?
you really pictured like heaven would be or something, because you're just so proud that everybody's made it.
Wow. Because you did it.
Because you did it, yeah, and
This
you know
massive thing.
what people have been through. Like,
Damn.
you know that.
How many times did you want to quit?
I probably wanted to quit only one time. One of our buddies had quit in the morning, and we had to sit with him on the side of the mountain, halfway up, and literally to just talk him back up the mountain. Like, dude, give us 2 minutes walking up, then you can go back.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, fine, 2 minutes.
He was done.
And then we're like, give us 4 minutes, man. Do it for, your dad that passed away or something. Really put the pressure on him.
Yeah.
And he did it because he had turned around 100%.
Really?
Yeah, and it would have been miserable if he'd have gone all the way there and not done it.
Yeah. And then you guys would have been talking about it later?
Yeah.
And you were like, yeah, no, I mean, I like my part too. The 8,000 feet and below was pretty good.
Yeah. Then they always have to tell the tertiary,
Some other story to try to blend in, and you're like, shut up, man. You didn't do it.
Damn.
For talking to a bunch of people who did it, why are you butting in?
And then a story like that, over time, that guy even disappears from the story,
Right.
Like
'Cause he
20
wasn't
years
part of the
later.
last part.
Yeah, you just almost want to take him out of the story so that...
Tim was there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he was. So that's the craziest part, man, is just being on the top
Wow.
and seeing
Yeah.
because the clouds are below you.
I really want to see that shit. That view of the clouds below you or in the clouds.
Yeah, and so it looks like you're on a mountain that's come out of the cloud. Like it doesn't visually make any sense. So, and there's glaciers, and you're like, where the fuck did glaciers come from? I'd recommend it, man. I think you could even do almost like I hate to say like a mushroom tour because I know that, but I know you like to kind of branch out and open your mind and really challenge you to put yourself on different mental playing fields. If you had a group that went and did that, that'd be pretty gnarly.
Wow. Yeah, what drugs are they selling?
Oh, they were selling some type of, looked like a peyote, which I'd never done. I didn't want to go there then.
Right then, when you got to do all this hiking.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of brothers around. Like, I'm not used to
Black people?
I can still deal with the black people from the South and Inglewood and shit, but I don't want to deal with all of a sudden a whole new strand of black people in the middle of nowhere,
Yeah.
Or I don't want to be behaving some way that's inappropriate to African people or
Yeah, where you're like, why'd you raise your left hand?
Yeah.
You trying to take my honor?
And yeah, totally.
No.
That's a tribal challenge, and you're like, whoa. No.
In my tribe, it just means I wanted to raise one of my hands and it was left.
Yeah. I was just asking a question.
This is a sign of respect.
Imagine if that's why some tribes never advance, because every time somebody tries to ask a question.
Hey, kill them all. That's the only problem. They're like, we want to reach out to people, but everyone comes real antagonistic.
So anyway, hate to babble, but that was
No, it's okay.
part of the journey, man.
Wow. So they had peyote. They have mushrooms?
They had peyote. I didn't see any mushrooms. I saw a lot of mushrooms out there, but I don't think that they were...
I wouldn't want to do peyote unless I was like, okay, guys, next couple of days, we're not going to be hiking.
Right.
We're just going to be right here. And then when it's time, when we're all fully ready, we can move on to the next thing.
Yeah, I don't think they had anything psilocybin out there, because at a certain point, there's no animals anymore.
Across the bridge.
You just see some lizards.
Really? Hey, you got a picture of Kilimanjaro from on top, from above the clouds?
Yeah, I'll send or some neat ones. The craziest part was I didn't go to I didn't make a stool for about 3 days up there.
You didn't shit?
No.
Cucumber soup is binding?
Oh, I don't know what it was, man. But and they're bringing in milk, and you're like, what did y'all milk? We're at 11,000 feet, dude.
Where did you get this?
I feel like Ndumke over there just sprayed out into a bucket, you know? Like, this seems like it could have been. And the exchange, like, you don't know how to communicate. See, sometimes you don't know if they're laughing at you or with you.
Did you feel like they were laughing at you?
You know, it's funny, 'cause I tried to focus on, like, making people, like, smile or trying to do things. Like, you know.
To them and stuff? Like,
yeah, or something. Yeah. Or you want to, like, feel that bridge of humor, I guess, a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, between languages. So I guess I tried to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't know, though, what they thought.